Warren Buffett is rich, but will he make you rich? Many viewers to this program know the name Warren Buffett. Why should they know the name Warren Buffett? He's probably the best known stock investor of this generation or of any generation. How has he done it? He's done it by amassing a fortune and keeping that fortune fully invested in the mostly in the American stock market. What kind of companies does Warren Buffett like to own? He likes to own brand names: Coca-Cola, Geico Insurance, Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Has he been successful? Beyond anybody's dreams. Do you, as a shareholder, want to own shares? And it's called Berkshire Hathaway is the name of his holding company, and you can buy shares. Unfortunately, one share, at least the A shares, cost about $300,000. Let me show you on the chart what I'm talking about here. You can see it's right there at about $300,000 a share. But if you look down here, I think the first valuation of the Berkshire Hathaway shares is something like $11 or $16. So quite an appreciation over the last 50, 60 years. How does Warren Buffett, why is he so successful? He's successful, as he says, because he doesn't invest in companies, he invests in managers. What does he like? He likes successful CEOs. He lets them get on with the job of running their own companies. He invests in brands, Coca-Cola being foremost among his stock holdings, and he gives management a lot of rope. Sometimes they hang themselves and maybe he sells the shares. Most of the time, Warren Buffett has been successful doing in brand investing. He's also made a fortune for his shareholders, and they could be you someday, or you may even be a shareholder today, investing in the insurance business, both retail insurance, also the reinsurance business. So if you look at Berkshire Hathaway, what are you getting for your $300,000 per share? There are B shares, by the way, that sell for about $200 per share, so a little more affordable. It's the same company. It's just a fraction of one share over the other. What are you getting when you buy into Berkshire Hathaway? You're getting a portfolio of companies managed by Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's in his 80s. He's the genius. He's the Wizard of Oz. He's the Wizard of Omaha in this case. And he's very successful at what he does. He knows how to buy into a company. Wells Fargo is another one of his investments. Maybe not quite as successful as, say, Geico or as Burlington Northern or even Coca-Cola. The thing about it is, what happens when Warren Buffett's no longer making the decisions? He may go on for another 10 years. That may be an outer limit for his active participation in Berkshire Hathaway. Same with his partner. So the question is, will the new generation of managers, those appointed by the Berkshire Hathaway board, will they be able to duplicate the magic formula that Warren Buffett has brought to his shareholders? Maybe yes and maybe no. I think the chances are it's probably a maybe no. Is this a good company? Yes. Why is it a good company? Because in a funny way, while you're buying a portfolio of companies, it trades over book value. So you get goodwill if you're in the company. You may have to pay for that if you're coming into it now. The question is, will it be able to sustain the growth? I think there's no question that Warren Buffett knows what he's doing. I think there's no question that the subordinates at Berkshire Hathaway are successful investors in publicly traded stocks. Will it have the appreciation that we've seen back on the chart from $11 to $300,000? I think that's probably expecting a little too much. Is at some level, however, having some of your portfolio in with Berkshire Hathaway, it may be an expensive buy. This is not a cheap stock. This is not the value stocks that Buffett himself likes to buy, but it's been successful and it probably will continue to be successful. That's all the time we have this week on The Investment Advisor. I'm your host, Matthew Stevenson, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Remember, money can take care of you. It cannot take care of itself.